Welcome to Las Vegas. How's everybody feeling on a Tuesday afternoon?
Year number 16 in Las Vegas is going to be nothing short of special. We've been 48 years doing this Indian National Finals Rodeo, but this year, there's new faces. Former world champs are going to be here. Guys from the big show in the INFR in December are competing in this very arena, and they are Indian talent. It is top-notch, and we're not going to slow down throughout the week. But, Kyle, round number one, we are going to start this thing off hot.
Yes, we are. So from here on out, leading up to Saturday night, our big championship night, we are going to have 2 performances every day. So we have our first performance this afternoon. Of course, tonight we lead up to our second half of the first go-round, 3 full go-rounds leading into our championship Saturday night. You can't beat the excitement, the energy right here in Las Vegas. After all, Ryan, they call it the entertainment capital of the world for a reason.
Anything Vegas, especially when you're talking about
Oh, we are getting things worked out here in Vegas. You know, it's live, it's unrehearsed. Anything can happen. That's what they say in our live event industry. But how's everybody feeling? It's Tuesday afternoon. You don't have to be at work. You're in Las Vegas. I want to hear everybody get as loud as you can on the count of 3. Let everybody know at home that are listening around the world on Ride Pass. Let them know what they're missing, all right? You ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that is so exciting. Those of you watching on Ride Pass around the world, you're missing out. And I say this every year, if you're in the opportunity, you're kind of within driving range, you think you might have time or enough points to get a flight, come out to Las Vegas. Come to the Indian National Finals Rodeo. It's an experience you will never forget. It's one of those things, it's great on TV. Of course, we crown our world champions, but it's even better live right here at the South Point. So we're getting things ready. Our cowboys and cowgirls are getting lined up as we welcome everybody. Of course, all the great marketplace that's taking place. Last night we kicked it off in grand fashion with our big back number ceremony that happened right here live at the South Point. So we're getting our cowboys and cowgirls ready. Big thank you, Cedar Tree Native Law. They have brought us our back number ceremony last night. There you see a great look from our friends at Ride Pass, getting the bareback riders ready for competition right here. You know, we've got some top talent here with us in Las Vegas, some guys that have been here many times. They've been to the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo. We've got world champions. We got many-time qualifiers, names synonymous with the Indian National Finals Rodeo. And, of course, we've got some cowboys that have been to the big Wrangler National Finals Rodeo. They bring them in strong, the cowboys and cowgirls. I said this last night on stage in the back number ceremony. We don't just tell people, we don't pick them out and say, hey, you did pretty cool, you have a great horse, you're coming to Vegas. No, these cowboys and cowgirls you see filling the South Point Arena, they work hard all year long, going to the tour rodeos. This year, the INFR Tour had 20 rodeos and paid out in cash and prizes right around $3 million. We're so excited of the way the INFR continues to grow and benefit the cowboys and cowgirls in North America, the rodeo hard and Indian professional rodeo. So as the cowboys on horseback and the cowgirls get ready, give them a welcome to Las Vegas as we swing open the boot barn chute and welcome in the Rough Stock Riders. So great to have everybody here with us, ladies and gentlemen. You see the banners of Old Glory and the Maple Leaf of Canada represented in the arena as well. And this afternoon, I want to let you know every single morning we offer up our traditional cultural prayers. So We're taken care of in that sense in our offerings this morning. So at this time, we ask you to please rise if you're able, and gentlemen, remove cover, as we honor both nations together, the United States and Canada, with the singing of a Native American flag song. And to perform for us this afternoon, we welcome in a proud member of the Sisseton-Wahpeton Dakota Sioux, residing in Porcupine, South Dakota. Please welcome Mr. Ted Phelps.
The right to be in Las Vegas is not divvied out evenly. You have to earn it. You have to earn your spot to the Indian National Finals Rodeo as our contestants leave the arena. Let's congratulate them and welcome into Las Vegas appropriately.
Every single year, we welcome in about 50 different nations from across the United States and Canada right here to the INFR. That's just in the competition. And the grandstands, our friends and family, are so much more. We want to welcome all of Indian country right here to the entertainment capital of the world. As we talk about welcomes and talking about not giving out automatic trips, it takes a lot for all of our personnel that get selected here. They get voted to be here based on the quality of work they offer all year long. So when we tell you we're bringing the best of the best, we are doing just that. As we say hello today to our Roper pickup men, give a welcome to Pete White, John Hall, and Sutton Sandquist here to Las Vegas.
These pickup men as well are voted in, Kyle. These guys have earned their spot to be here. We have a lot of experience of horseback in this arena, keeping our cowboys and our livestock safe. We're going to get things rolling in the Bearback riding the Wild Man's event. We have some superstars. We have some new stars. And this year is going to be nothing short of amazing in the Bareback riding. We're going to start off with Clancy Lang of Wall, South Dakota. Clancy Lang coming to us from the Rosebud Sioux Tribe. This is his first time in Vegas. It's his first time being in this arena. He's smelling new smells. He's feeling new things. This is a new adrenaline rush for Clancy Lang. So Vegas, I need you to do me a favor. Once we get this bareback rider set down in that bucking chute, as soon as you see that hand get wedged into that bucking rigging, I need you guys to give him the welcome that he deserves. I need you guys to come absolutely unglued. The seats may not be full, but what we lack in numbers, we can make up for in energy. So I'm calling on everybody in the South Point Arena, Indian Country. I'm going to ask you, are you guys still feeling good with me? Sound check, sound check, sound check. Don't worry. Once we crack open that buck and shoot, like I said, we're going to give you another opportunity to do so. Clancy Lang, the 15-year-old. It's his first year riding bareback horses.
Well, no, you gave me a 2.
We're going to come back to Clancy here shortly. Dallas Young Pine is where we're headed. Dallas Young Pine, drawn one of the only from Marquee Rodeo. This is a bucking horse that we call Soldiers. Dallas Young Pine coming to us from Calgary, Alberta. The Blood Tribe. Do I have anybody from the Blood Tribe with me here on performance number 1?
It's the very first out at the 48th INFR. He's worked hard all season long to make it to this moment. Las Vegas, when the gate opens up, we need to get as loud as we can to ride with Dallas Young Pine. The Canadians, it's all right to get a little extra loud for the Canadian talents today. He's on a horse called Soldier from Marquee Rodeo. Here's a Southeastern Circuit Finals horse. They were 86 on this horse to win a go-around. Marquee Rodeo, one of our proud contractors, as we proudly feature all native stock right here in Las Vegas at our India National Finals Rodeo. He knows he's got a horse worth the wait, as you heard me say, a go-around winning horse at the Circuit Finals. Oh. All right, so we're going to take a moment right quick and reset. Now we go to number 2.
Now we go to the youngster from Wall, South Dakota, Clancy Lang. I was talking about Clancy earlier. I was bragging on him. 15 years old is all that Clancy Lang is. It's his first year riding bareback horses, which means, obviously, it is his first time here in Vegas. Clancy has drawn the bucking horse from B&B Rodeos named After Party. We'll be having some after-party special guests throughout the week, Kyle. Towards the end of the week, we're going to have none other than Chancey Williams playing after the buckle ceremonies in the Grandview Lounge.
Oh, absolutely. Big thank you to South Point taking care of us here at the India National Finals Rodeo. Huge announcement last night on stage at the buckle ceremony that we will have Chancey Williams Band playing live for free in the Grandview.
This is the opportunity I was telling you guys. There's only one opportunity to be the first cowboy to nod your head in Indian Country for the 48th annual Indian National Finals Rodeo. So like I said, South Point, when that latch cracks and chute opens, I need you guys to come absolutely unglued for year number 48. Clancy Lang, Wall, South Dakota, Rosebud Sioux Tribe. He's new to this game. Let's ride like a veteran. Oh, Clancy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're on the wrong side. We're on the wrong side. The 3 picket men are going to move in and do their job. They know exactly what they are supposed to do. He is free. Not the start to the week that we had wanted for Clancy Lang of Wall, South Dakota, Vegas. It's his first time here. It's his first year riding bareback horses. I'd say that's an outstanding feat. Let him know you appreciate him.
Ooh, boy, not the way you want to start it off. And I'll tell you what, if you have friends and family that are texting you asking what's going on with the Pluto app, they're having technical difficulties, but everybody can still watch on the PBR Plus platform, okay? So if you know anybody back home having problems with Pluto, tell them check it out on PBR Plus, and that'll still get them live with every ride and every run right here in Vegas. All right, so let's go back to try it with Dallas Young Pine. Sometimes it takes a moment to reset. They got to kind of let the horse know we're going to try it over again. He was playing mind games inside that buck and shoot, so they roll him up to the next one. And as I mentioned, Soldiers from Marquee Rodeo. Southeastern Circuit Finals bucking horse. They were 86 points to win a go-around on this horse. Dallas Young Pine, proud member of the Blood Tribe, a 3-time qualifier to the India National Finals Rodeo. We're still looking for that first qualified ride. So again, that's PBRplus.com or PBR Plus app to still watch this year's INFR live around the world on Ride Pass.
Kyle, we talk about the bareback riding. You've highlighted the stock contractors early on. We are going to have a pen like none other for round number 1 of this bareback riding. We saw after party of B&B Rodeo out first. Now we're getting ready to see Soldiers of Marquee Rodeo. I was talking to Mr. Heiner at the shoot boss. He said everybody has drawn what they needed to draw to get those scores that we're looking for. We need top money rides. If you want to place in this world title race, you're only going to get one opportunity to do it in round number 1. Unless, obviously, there is a re-ride, but we do need every opportunity we can get. You need to be firing on all cylinders. It is an absolute knife fight this year in the bareback riding. Our buck and horse events is what we're going to be highlighting throughout the week, as well as our bull riding. Bull riding, there's about 4 different guys who can split that, but we'll hit those guys a little later on. Kyle talked about it in the buck and shoe. We're having a little bit of technical difficulty. All this is going to do is rattle the a little bit of Dallas Young Pine. And with the experience that he has, he's been here 3 times, he can't let that get to him. He knows that these horses, they feel the energy in here. They see all the beautiful faces in South Bay. They know exactly what's at stake as well. Looks like we're going to take care of him a little bit later. Some technical difficulties still. It's going to give me the opportunity, though, to say hello to everybody watching at home as we roll on down the line. For all of you watching on PBR Ride Pass, I welcome you to the 48th Annual Indian National Finals Rodeo. We are in the beautiful South Point Arena, and we're rolling down the line to Kyle, South Dakota's Cole Puckett. Blue Mountain Bob's a bucking horse of O.W. Real Bird Bucking Horses. That Real Bird name is one we have heard many a time here in South Point, always bringing top-notch livestock to the Indian National Finals Rodeo. The Oglala Sioux Cowboy, 2 times in this arena. Let's see if lightning can strike for the 3rd. Keep rolling. Lift on that rigging. Oh, no. Ooh. Going to be an old score as you watch it back from home in slow motion. We're going to bring it to you jump for jump. Take a look here, Cole Puckett, Kyle, South Dakota. We missed him out on the right side, on his right side. That's what the yellow flag is inside the arena. We're going to be a no score on opportunity number 1. But back in action here in Las Vegas, the man, the myth, the legend. Please say hello to the one and only J.J. Harrison.
Hey. Thank you. It's been a good start. We have started absolutely smooth, huh? Right? Like 9 minutes between rides. We got these people on Ride Pass are like, man, I just went to the bathroom, come back. They haven't moved.
Let's go to Indian Wells, Arizona. Earl Sosey Jr., Navajo Nation, are you here? 5 times Mr. Sosey has been here to the Indian National Finals Rodeo. He is proud to make it another year. This man is a man of religion. He is proud. He is thankful. He is humble to be here. A man of the veteran crew that we talked about earlier. We mentioned the familiar faces we have seen. He's not going to be one of the new guys. Obviously been here for 5 years to the Indian National Finals Rodeo. Indian Wells, Arizona is where we are calling home. Mr. Sosey has drawn Blue Steel of B&B Rodeos. Now we saw after party, the first horse out of B&B Rodeo, and we were bucking. We were firing. That was all horsepower on ride number 1. Earl Sosey, if you draw a horse that says B&B next to your name, you are in for some heat. Blue Steel, Earl Sosey Jr., Navajo Nation, you guys have been loud year in and year out. I'm looking for our first qualified ride number 1. Navajo Nation, do you think it's coming home? This gray horse is absolutely electric. Take a look. Navajo Nation, did you like that? For those of you watching at home, I want you to take a look at the way this horse bucks to the left. We kind of get going in a circle, then we're going to line out. Earl Selsey and the experience. This is where iron starts to fly. Look at this jump for jump. The money is in the main. Earl Selsey. I love it. Judges are coming in. We're going to say first ride of the 2024 is going to be 72 points. You betcha. Okay, the jitters are out. The jitters are no longer in our system. We got the first qualified ride under our belt. Now this is where we start climbing the ladder. This is where we start climbing the ranks. For those of you in-house, I want you to look on either side of the arena. We're going to be bringing you leaderboard action updates live and in real time. That's a new thing that the South Point has done this year. Be watching that as you're following along as we see the leaderboard. For those of you at home, Earl Selsey Jr., first qualified ride of the 2024 INFR, 72 points. We're going to go to Newcomb, New Mexico for Tom Chi. Two-time Small College Ruby national champion. He's been all over the place. Just graduated college with a degree in exercise science. He's an all-around cowboy. One of the few to treat all three assets of the rough stock world.
Oh, yeah. Go on, Tom.
Dude, you ride awesome, but you're get off.
Talk to my friend Tom Chi. We're gonna watch this thing. We're gonna watch this thing back in slow motion. Tom Chi has drawn Muddy Creek Pro Rodeo's very own Mountain Deal. Now, for those of you watching the replay, you see how Tom's run back a little bit from his rigging. He's not sucked right up underneath of it, and that's where your body kind of starts to lose a little bit of control. 8 seconds is 8 seconds, though, in the aggregate race. And we are going to mark him a score. Kyle, what do the judges have to say about qualified ride number 2?
They give him a 66-point score today.
Yeah, but what about the 4-point bonus?
The 4-point bonus, what does that work about?
Well, the dismount alone was amazing. Like, you saw the pickup men right in there, and then he was like, hold on, guys, I'm not done. I want to get off with a full fender backflip. And it was, he, boom, nailed it.
Here's a guy that practiced gymnastics on the dismount. Let's go to Whistle Joe. Back to the Navajo Nation now. Round Rock, Arizona talent. He's on a horse from Bar C5, the world-renowned Bar C5. Bobcat, the name of the horse. Whistler Joe, let's go. Oh, yeah. You talk about a spur ride on a Tuesday afternoon. How about a welcome back to Vegas to Whistle Joe? We're going up on a Tuesday indeed as we welcome back Single Dean Holion, our music director, to the INFR. You take a look at that replay. His feet doing the work they need to do. How about a 79-point ride to the lead?
Now we go to my pick. My pick of the litter in round number 1 of the bareback riding. This afternoon has drawn a horse in New West Rodeo we call Queen of Nights. Now the Octaha, Oklahoma cowboy. started off in the Indian National Finals Rodeo, where he then climbed the ranks. He proved himself to be one of the best of the best that Indian country had to offer. Made a trip to the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas, Nevada. I want you to give a big warm welcome home to the Indian National Finals Rodeo to Jaco Roper. Jaco! Oh, yes. I talked to Jaco earlier. He said there's no place like home. He's glad to be back in the South Point at the INFR. He's been here before. He's also been to the National Finals Rodeo, but like he was saying, there's nothing like Indian Rodeo. There is nothing else like it on the planet. Our three-roper picket maker to set him down. I need you to do something. I need you to talk to Jaco Roper. As you're watching back on the replay, you see that Paint Horse kind of lost a little bit of kick at the end. Score is going to reflect it, but we are going to move into the number 2 spot, 78.
Big thank you one more time to the Roper boys getting our arena cleared out. So great to have our Roper pickup men back in Las Vegas. As we give them a round of applause one more time here on a Tuesday afternoon.
Too soon.
Thank you, Pete, John, and Sutton, and a great job you're doing.
No, too soon.
What do you mean too soon?
I mean, you went to give him the whole thank you for the pickup, man. We appreciate you guys. And then, boop, there comes the horse back. You got to do it right before the horse leaves.
Okay, I
Like,
got you.
for
I
example,
got you.
ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to do a big thank you to our pickup men. Look at how good they are.
Bareback riding, we talked about it earlier. We're already shaping up. We got 79 number 1, 78 in the number 2 spot. In the 3rd spot, Earl Sosi with a 72-point ride. We're going to go up north of the border. Do I have any friends with me from Calgary, Alberta?
Good. Now that we know, we'll speak slower so you can understand us.
Easy with that.
Let's go to the Blood Tribe. 3-time Indian National finalist Cowboy. Dallas Young Pine has drawn soldiers of Marquee Rodeo. You see the finishing touches. For those of you watching at home, our camera crew with PBR Ride Pass is second to none. Let's get the energy up in here. Stomp your feet a little bit. Let's get the beat rolling. Oh, Dallas. Oh, no. Folks, tough luck all around on opportunity number 1. You see a pair of yellow flags on the ground. We missed him out on either side, but we came down before that 8-second whistle. We came down at 7.34. For those of you who don't know the rules of rodeo, the spurs in the saddle bronc and the bareback riding must be at the break of the horse's shoulders. This is what we refer to as the mark-out rule. Not only does it set you up for a great ride, but it's also in the rule books, Kyle. You see you missed him out. As soon as the horse leaves the buck and chute, those spurs of the Cowboys' boots need to be on the points of the horse's shoulders that we call the break. No score, 7.34 seconds. Do me a favor and talk to the familiar face, Dallas Young Pine.
Ooh, the horse is feeling it. They're excited to be back in Las Vegas, as are we, as we get ready to ride with our next talent. You see the South Dakota Cowboy getting ready inside our red Preferred chute today. Connor Heinert from New Underwood, South Dakota is back in Las Vegas. He's got a horse from Muddy Creek Pro Rodeo called Wanda's Medicine. We've got a 79 in number 1, 78, 72, and 66 rounding out top 4. If you want to see something in the 80s today, there you go. Come on. Yikes. Yikes. Connor hanging on with everything he had, taking 2 hooves on the way out the back. But he's up. He's got a smile on his face. How about it for Connor Heinert? Now you watch the ride pass replay. Those of you watching on the Pluto app, PBRplus.com, or the PBR Plus app, you'll see it on the big screen as well as we take you through the replay. Now you watch right here. He's hanging on, clawing his way to the 8-second mark. Now watch him as he hits the ground. Right there, 1 hoof, boom, right to the back of the head, but he's up.
Yeah.
He's okay.
Yeah, that's like a
For
high
16
school.
years, Kyle, we've had the Stetson Sports Medicine team in-house with us. We have medical doctors on staff as well as doctors of chiropractic with us. We're going to bring you a score from Connor Heinert. We're going to be 58 points with grit and determination, 58 points for Connor Heinert. That's going to help him out in the aggregate race. We need qualified rides. We need every single point on the board that we can get. This is another matchup that I've been looking forward to of B&B Rodeos. This is Light Show. The wild jockey on the back of Light Show is none other than Rains Provost of Rapid City, South Dakota. Two times, Rains Provost had the pleasure to nod his head in the South Point Arena. Let's make something happen on number 3, Rains. Stay in there. Yes. Vegas, we were in, out, left, and right, but we made the whistle. Let's take a look up at the big screen and watch us sing back in slow motion. Watch this paint bucking horse fire. Big drop, big kick. This is everything that you want in a bareback horse. We were kind of rough to start this thing out, a little bit back, a little bit out of position, but we buckled in right about this time in the ride, and the judges are going to say we're going to be 67 points for Rain Provost, 67.
You hit the nail on the head. Every single point counts. We lay the foundation to a gold buckle right here in your first round. And it's still being held with a 79 from Whistle Joe as we look to your next talent. Let's go to Norman Osceola.
What?
Florida in the house with us today. Okeechobee talent is getting ready on a horse called Crazy Button from Fitzpatrick Ranch. Now, Norman, one of those mainstay talents that we get to see here in Las Vegas year after year. As we get ready across the way, you love hearing that Seminole wind for a Seminole cowboy.
Dig for diamonds and for gold. Sorry, I didn't realize Dean cut it off.
Hey, that was about spot on.
Yeah, me and John Anderson are pretty similar.
So you're just a swinging?
Is he still alive, John Anderson? Probably not a good idea to ask on national television, but John, if you're watching, call in.
Call in. All right, Norman, let's make a ride. Get in the 80s right now. Yeah, there we go. You watch those big high hops. Ouch.
Yeah, his hair is blowing like a Seminole wind.
We give Norman a great ride as you watch the replay on a Browning horse here today. They get judged on 9 different criteria points. How high they jump, how hard they kick out back. The Cowboys' timing, rhythm, body positionings all got to come together. And today our judges say 73.
I know it's early on a Tuesday. I know it's early in the race, but let's get our hands going. Let's get the energy up in here a little bit. Come Come on.
Yeah. Woo! I can tell right now our crowd is made up of 30% people from Arizona. And I tell you how I know. Because 30% of you are on rhythm. Let's also welcome the people from Oklahoma. I'm playing. Come on, let's sing along. This is our first sing along. It's one word. Y'all ready? Just say, hey. Oh, get louder. There you go, one more. Oh, so it's gonna be like that.
Yes, it is. Let's go to a familiar face in the bareback riding from the Seminole tribe of Florida. 14 times Jacoby Johns has said, I want to spur one in the South Point Arena. It's not going to stop on year number 14. Thunderbird, Gunville Rodeo, Jacoby Johns. Ooh, Jacoby. Jacoby, I'm with you. My heart goes out to you, sir. You've been here 14 times, Vegas. What do you have to say to my buddy Jacoby Johns? Just down a little bit early he was. That was Thunderbird, like I said, of Gunville Rodeo. He's talking it over with the best in the business. We do have our cinch officials, our judges on staff. A lot of experience sits in a striped vest in this arena. They're going to have a little meeting. We're going to talk about it as we go now to the leaderboard. Fourth place, Earl Solsi Jr., qualified ride number 1 was 72 points. Norman Osceola comes out in third with a 73-point ride. Jacob Roper sitting in the number 2 spot, 78 points strong. Reminder, we do have a performance tonight, but the man of the morning, none other, 79 points, Whistle Joe. And we're back in Las Vegas, Nevada in the South Point Arena for the 48th annual Indian National Finals Rodeo. You have not missed a single lick of the action. We just got through an electric bareback riding. Now we move to the Big Fellas event. Now we go to the steer wrestling. This is another one that we've been excited about all week long. Mr. Champ and I had the opportunity to sit down for the INFR after hours and just give a highlight to what you're about to see. There's no better first cowboy than to start out with Tyler John Byrne of Martin, South Dakota. These steers are going to be running. These steers are going to give these cowboys an opportunity. Roping steers and steer wrestling steers alike. We brought the best of the best to Vegas. We have it all in store. Tyler John Byrne, the Oglala Cowboy from Martin, South Dakota. 2021, he was your tour champion. Been here 5 times. And there's no better opportunity in front of him than the one we have here right now. You see, horses feel this adrenaline too, Kyle. We talked about it as they're going to re-pull that barrier, get everything situated. You only get one opportunity to be the first out in the steer wrestling in the 48th annual INFR.
You know, that's so true. As you hit the nail on the head, okay? The horses feel it. They know how hard they've worked all year long to get here as well. So coming inside, coming to the bright lights, the big sound, and of course, the wild Tuesday crowd that is here in Las Vegas as we are just about set with Tyler John. Oh, yeah. Tyler John Byrne. Oh, I love it.
My house, somebody tell me. Sorry.
Hey, you were doing good.
Not really.
Here we go. Tyler John Byrne off and riding today. Making the jump, the slide. Hang on. No. Not the way we want to start our India National Finals Rodeo in 2024. It's going to be in no time.
It wasn't by any lack of effort, as you see on the replay board. Big thank you to our friends at Ride Pass for giving us the opportunity to watch it back. You see, we missed that left horn a little bit when we slid off our bulldog and horse, and it's going to cost us no time to start us out. What do you say we go to Dalton Porch of Kadoka, South Dakota? Not only have we made it in the steer wrestling, he's made it in the tie-down roping. Moxie is the horse we are riding. This is Dusty Lewis. Pardon me. Let's go up north, Browning, Montana. Dusty Lewis has got the jitters out here last year. He knows what's on the table. He knows exactly how it feels to call for a steer in the South Point Arena. Comes from the successful Piccunny, the Blackfeet rodeo family of the Lewises. Dusty, hang on. I need you to do me a favor, and I would love for you to let Dusty Lewis know that he's got nothing to hang his head about there. There's plenty more opportunity down here. Not many. It is limited. But Dusty, he's going to come back stronger than ever. I just know it.
All right, so we keep it going as we go back to South Dakota right now. Dalton Porch. Our talent getting ready to go to work. So you see the determination on his mind. You can watch him ride in the box, get our procedure done just right. They've got a mental checklist that they run through their mind of what they want to do to set up their runs. Get him set. Come on, Dalton, go to work. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Funny things happening in round number one. That white horse, a little too much juice. Gets him right by the steer. Hit the ground, no time. We go to your next talent here today. Ouch.
Kyle, we got to change the mojo. We need a time on the board that makes it 0 for 3 as we go to Tehachapi, New Mexico. I tell you what, Michael Bates, if your horse doesn't have a name after this round, after this run right here, you can name him round one of the 48th annual INFR. We're going for go-around money here. Countless times he's been in Vegas. Down goes another. These steers, Kyle, I talked about them. You have to be on point. You have to be scoring these steers perfectly. You have to leave on the right time. You have to be right in your pocket because these steers aren't going to give anything to you. There's an opportunity to be fast here, but it's not going to be divvied out. You need to take advantage of everything you got here in the steer wrestling. On down the line we go.
Absolutely. J.J. Hunt is in the hunt for a world title in Vegas.
I'm partial
Here's
to
a guy
this guy.
comes from Ridgeview, South Dakota.
Uh-oh.
He's here with us on his 5th qualification. Proud father turned grandfather this year. Qualified alongside his son, Canton Hunt of the Junior Breakaway. Come on, JJ. Break
on,
the
JJ.
ice, JJ Hunt.
Woo,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Can you hear me? Woo, baby.
Okay, he goes to the number one spot today with a 4.17.
Can you hear me talking? I'm on right now. Ooh, baby.
I'm telling you, Kyle, 4-17 just speaks a little bit to the opportunity at hand for each and every one of these cowboys in the steer wrestling. Not only in this afternoon perf, but as well as the perf tonight. Let's go to Brimall, New Mexico. "2024 is this young man's year. Every time he's been down to Las Vegas, the world title has just been barely out of reach. I'm calling my shot for the Dene Cowboy, Rooster Yazzie. Rooster, yeah. "2024 Tour Champion slides off 1-1. Perfectly in the pocket, hooks up great, slides him. Change in direction, hook of the nose, lay him down. Let's be 5.06 for Rooster Yazzie. 5.06, going to put him in number 2 with a pile of no times on the board. JJ Hunt, 4.17. Currently sitting head honcho. You gotta be. You absolutely have to be. Let's move to Muskogee, Oklahoma.
Good job. That was awesome. Okay, he should get to take a second off of his time. He has got the coolest facial hair of anybody here today.
I love it. 6.05 is what we're going to stop the clock at. For those of you watching, you saw the replay board. He was not going to give up. He was not going to let one go there. The hustle and the determination, everything we're looking for. Let's go to Cardston, Alberta, Cash Shade.
Let's go.
Comes to us from the Blood Tribe. 5 times we've been to the Indian National Finals Rodeo. His daughters compete alongside of him this year, Miss Reagan Shade, and his father as well, David Shade, making the trip to Vegas, earning his spot at the INFR. Cash, we're a 4-17. That's the time I want you to keep in mind here. That's the feeling. You saw what 4-17 looks like. Let's be quicker. Let's be quicker than that, Cash. 5 times in the South Point Arena he's been. A little late, get moving. Hook up on him. Oh, no. Folks, that's not something you see very often from the INFR veteran. As you're watching on the replay, you see we're in good position. He's a little beat up, banged up, that leg caught underneath of him, and that's a scary situation. Stetson Sports Medicine Team, the best in the business, going to take a look at him. Talk to him if you would, please.
man. I was down here. I was like on the dirt. I was really close. I saw exactly what happened. Would you like me to share it? Break it down? Break down the run? He missed. Back to you guys. Here's a guy that gets a time when he throws the steer.
Let's go down
Chicago,
south.
how you doing? You
Let's
are
go.
looking good, man. You're growing on me, man. You're growing on me. Oh, yeah.
Kyle, that's what we were looking for. We need the try with aggregate on the board. This is what we're chasing after. He knew what was at stake. It was only 25 seconds is our time limit, but he was still going for it, and he was going for it all. Needed a time on the board. Let's go to Brenall, New Mexico yet again.
Oh, yeah.
We got a household name backing into the steer wrestling box. Navajo Nation. Hayoyazi. 3 times he's been to the Indian National Finals Rodeo. He's qualified this year in the steer wrestling, in the tie-down roping. Let's take care of the first one. Lay him down, yeah! Hayoyazi, you just put yourself a number 2. Let's be a 4.68.
Hey, I stole this lady's phone. No joke. She is live on Facebook right now. And I have 11 friends watching. Mike Holion, hello, JJ. Yeah.
Welcome to Indian Country, DJ.
Yeah.
Everything is either on Facebook Live or it's just going to be a story from later.
We're gonna make this more of a TV production. So what do you think's gonna happen here, ma'am? Back to the box. Dude, I am losing followers like you wouldn't believe right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, listen, I got the followers back. They're hanging on by a thread. They're counting on you. All of America's watching, and some of Canada. Good luck.
3 and 96. You saw Brent Belka move to the number 1 situation. We can't count out Ty Allen Fisher from Ashland, Montana, 16 years strong. He's had the pleasure of wearing a jacket that says contestant at the INFR. Ty Allen, lay him down. Ty Fisher stops the clock at a 5.46. As you see the familiar face of the INFR look up at the replay board and put it back together. Kyle, we saw the 3 and 96 from earlier. That is what I was telling you about, the opportunity that we had in here. Brent Balcom took advantage of it. 3 and 96. Ty Allen Fisher 5.46, and on down the line that we keep going. Let's go to the Martin, South Dakota Cowboy.
Yeah. And his time today going to be a 4 and 34 for the South Dakota man.
Kyle, you talked about world championships. Tulsa, Oklahoma. The Cherokee Nation Cowboy last year rode away at the arena, and he earned the title of tie-down roping world champion. Tulsa, Oklahoma brings you Dontre Goff. Three times I told you he's been here. Norman Mitchell. His cousin is competing alongside of him. Norman Mitchell is a household name. They had a battle in the tie-down rope. And let's make a story in this steer wrestling, Dontre. You're sitting good. Hook him up. Lay him down. We're clean at the line. Nice in the field. Let's be 5.40. 5 and 40 for the Tulsa, Oklahoma Cowboy, Dontre Goff. Steer wrestlers in the back, I want you to remember that black steer. I want you to remember the way that steer fell. He took it perfectly.
There you see 3 and 96 on top of the board as we go to the final steer wrestler in this afternoon's performance. As we talk about, we split that go-around in two, so the first half coming your way right now as Matt Jody from Church Rock, New Mexico, looks to close us out today. Five-time qualifier to the Indian National Finals Rodeo is Sister Kaden, the Breakaway Tour champion, doing the hazing honors for him this afternoon. Matt ready, chasing a 3 and 96 to finish out in the number one spot. You see him backed in against the classic box pads, making sure everything is just right before we call for the steer today. Ooh. Get that steer ready. Get the hazing horse ready. Then we go into position. It's all got to come together if you want to be hot stuff on a Tuesday afternoon. Come on, Matt. Make the jump, the slide, the stop. Get him down. Oh, there it is. And an 8 and 72 gets him on the board. 8 and 72, as we said, you're laying the foundation in that aggregate race. Every single time, every second you turn in adds up towards your world championship. So we close out your steer wrestling this afternoon as we take a final look at that leaderboard. Going into tonight's performance, that's going to be the second half of our first go-around. Thank you to Ride Pass and the hardworking crew. There you see it from 9 to 1. 9 qualified times, 8:72 our longest so far in your top 5. Rooster Yazzie at a 5:06. Hio Yazzie 4:68. Joe Wilson 4:34. JJ Hunt at 4:17. And our leader going into tonight, Belcom at a 3.96. How about one more time for your steer wrestlers? As we bring in the Fort Peck tribe, we say thank you as well. The Jicarilla Apache Nation, the Cheyenne River Sioux tribe.
We can't forget about our friends over at the Cherokee Nation, as well as the Blood Tribe from up north, and my family in South Dakota, the Oglala Sioux tribe.
Thank you to our partners at Siksika Nation, the Chiniki Group Morley, and the Pechanga Band of Indians.
The Paula tribe, the Blackfeet tribe, Rocky Boy, just to name 3 more.
And we say thank you to the Picayune tribe, the Porch Band of Creek Indians, and Saboma Band of Luiseno Indians.
The 3 affiliated tribe, Mandan, Hidatsa, Arikara, the Barona Band of Mission Indians, the Calusa Rancheria in Turtle Mountain in Belcourt. South Point, talk to our Parade of Nations a little bit if you would, please. These tribes have supported the Indian National Finals year in and year out. Many different nations are represented down here. These are the ones that are bringing you the Indian National Finals, year number 48. Out move the banners. In rides the ladies of the fastest growing event in rodeo. Vegas, I'm about to introduce you to half of the finest Indian rodeo cowgirls the world has to offer. Vegas, are you ready for a little bit of breakaway roping? Let's go to Valier, Montana's very own, coming to us from the Umskapipikani, the Blackfeet tribe, Michaela Tatsy, riding her main mount Grinch in the ladies' breakaway open. She's going to be first out. She's been here 5 times. Michaela, it's awesome to see you back in Vegas. Ariana Henry, Keith Tatsy, Terry Tatsy. Some of her family that's competing down here, as well as Darcy, Alonzo, and Hardy Skunk Cap. The Skunk Cap crew all made it as well. She loves the opportunity to rodeo with her family all year long. After all, JJ Rodeo is a family ordeal. The lady of the hour and her horse Grinch. One last pep talk, one last opportunity before she calls for calf number 1. The 48th annual INFR. For those of you watching on Ride Pass or the PBR Plus app, I welcome you to Las Vegas, Nevada for the Indian National Finals Rodeo here in the South.
So I got something cool. Check this out. You see that green ribbon on her. I just asked. I said, hey, what's that represent? She said, I'm riding for Peter Tatsy, who just got a kidney transplant.
That's
and
right.
Is healing up. How about that, huh?
JJ, this summer, Peter Tatsy put on bull riding, a benefit bull riding for himself. He just got the surgery done. I was talking to Mike Tatsy earlier. Peter is doing well. He's taken well to the surgery. Michaela Tatsy, let's make Peter Tatsy proud with this run right here, right now. Long resume in the rodeo world for Michaela. I like it. Vegas, what do you have to say to a 3-second flat?
Yeah. I love
You
that.
talk about coming out swinging on Tuesday afternoon. That's the gunfight mentality as we go to Tohatchi, New Mexico right now. Bailey Bates is back in Las Vegas, a two-time champion of the world of the Indian National Finals Rodeo. She's a qualifier to the American Rodeo. We got to see her earlier this year, qualified alongside her brother Michael, her dad Norman. She's been with us 9 times at the Indian National Finals Rodeo. A mainstay in rodeo, not just in Las Vegas, South Point, but we see one of the biggest rodeos across North America. She's back with us right now, ready to go to work, and the challenge has been laid by the #1 cowgirl that rode in today at a 3-second flat run. Ooh. There it is. Come on, Bailey. Oh. Now, we've got a time allotment. We could have tried to fish that one on. Today it's going to be a no time.
No time for Bailey Bates. It means 3 seconds flat is the pace we're going to be following for at least another run. Let's go to Thorough, New Mexico. In rides Rosie. On top of Rosie is none other than Kai Allen Gibson. Navajo Nation is who she represents and represents strongly.
Best of best.
This is one of the events I had highlighted on my day sheet. The calves are going to be fast. We're going to see some quick roping. We are going to see possibly a leaderboard change with Kai Allen Gibson. Kai Allen, you do your part. You've got to be clutch. You've got to be your best when your best is needed. Now is the time. Las Vegas is the place. South Point Arena, we've been here for 16 years, and a lot of talent has come in and out of this dirt playground that we call our rodeo arena. We produce top-notch talent. Kai Allen Gibson among the wolves in the ladies breakaway roping. 3 seconds flat, Kai Allen. These are the things she's telling herself in the box. Put it together. If I'm a betting man, she's going to be a couple swings out. Big throw, nice catch. Clean at the line. Nice bell collar catch in the field. Let's stop the clock at a 3.83 to number 2.
Nicely done with the first-time qualifier as we ride in now with Molly Bassett of Veneta, Oklahoma. Molly, a 3-time qualifier to the Indian National Finals Rodeo, rides in on her horse Squid, proud member of the Cherokee Nation. Making our way in, a Prairie Circuit finalist, Oklahoma high school champion. There you see 2 for 3 so far, 3 flat, 383, 2 qualified times on the board. As we say a big thank you to Bill Fick Ford, along with Classic Ropes, Key Ranch, and the Southern California Tribal Chairmen's Association. All right, Molly. Set and ready. Come on, Marley. Oh, we looked to the barrier, left a little too soon today. A 10-second penalty being added to our time. Not the way you want to see it happen here in the first round.
Why you gotta be like that? Like, dude, come on, man.
I'm in the same boat. You got to go for it.
Her mom is watching on Ride Pass. Like, you could have just left that barrier part out, right? I mean, they're going to find out eventually. Don't worry. Crush her dreams. Dream crusher.
We ride in with Heather Rogers right now, Round Rock, Arizona, from the great Rogers family. You see her brother Eric helping her out in the box. Round Rock in the house. We're eyeing a 3 flat, Heather.
Heather Rogers, Round Rock, Arizona. Eric Rod, household name. Her family competing down here. She's proud to be here. She's proud to be at the INFR. Heather, we're proud to have you back. Yes. Oh, no.
Don't say it. Just don't.
We got her
Don't.
at the line, JJ. I have to say it. You can't
Really?
shoot the messenger. 10 seconds added to a 3-11 run. Makes it a 10 or 13.11, including for Heather Rogers. Kyle, the barrier rule, we hate to bring it up, we hate to talk about it, but it is the most crucial rule. Advantage always goes to the livestock. You can't leave early. It's a rule across the board. 10 seconds is added, and that's a hefty fine, a hefty time fine in the game of rodeo.
You know, you want to get out clean, just like you said. PJ Fox has got a clean run on her mind. Cardston, Alberta, 4-time qualifier. Down to the midway point. No. It's going to be a no time for an Alberta talent.
Ryan, do you want to tell her she broke the barrier too?
No, JJ, I'm not. Why
Come
don't
on,
you ask
man.
one of these beautiful ladies to get on their horse with that rope? Why don't you show us how it's done?
Oh, I can rope.
I know you can rope.
See Chicago here? Watch this.
Ooh.
What do you mean don't do it?
Nobody's feet are
Hey,
safe. As we go to
over
Caitlin
there.
Haven. Window Rock, Arizona.
Dun, dun.
Santana is a top mount that she chose to bring to Las Vegas in the Breakaway Open. This horse has what it takes. This horse can move. This horse can make up for lost time, and this horse scores absolutely perfect. Santana, can't highlight that horse enough. 2024 Bill Osceola Breakaway Open champion. That's where we figured our ticket to the South Point Arena for qualification number 2. She's a Navajo Nation Fair Women's All-Around in the year 2016. And she is also a registered nurse. Caitlin. Window Rock, Arizona. Miss Caitlin Haven is going to be a no time. Vegas, you got something for her in between those two palms of yours.
Let's stay on the Navajo Nation as we go to a veteran talent with Linnell Lee, Fruitland, New Mexico cowgirl. She's here in the ladies' breakaway, here in the seniors as well, an 8-time qualifier to the Indian National Finals Rodeo. She's been rodeoing for 4 decades, and she's still going strong. A reserve champion in 1984 in the ladies barrel racing. Did it in 92 in the Breakaway. Ooh. Gonna be in no time today for Linnell as we ride in with your tour champion right now.
Caden Jody. Caden Jody comes into the 48th INFR with tens of thousands of dollars next to her name. Church Rock, New Mexico, Navajo Nation. 5 times we've been down here. Oh, don't wave that orange flag around. Don't do that to me. Let's watch back and see why we're going to be in no time. It was on. We pulled our slack, just bobbled it back over the nose. We need a clean bell collar catch. For those of you who don't know what that is, we need the rope to go over the nose of the calf and pull tight in that bell collar region of their neck. You can't have a leg in there. It's just legal neck catches only. In the Breakaway Open is Lynette Lee and Caden Jody.
Now let's go to Kelsey Benz of Cherry Creek, South Dakota. Ryan, here's a talent who's a 3-time qualifier to the India National Finals Rodeo. This is Chelsea Gibson. Here's a cowgirl from New Mexico, a first-time qualifier. Chelsea, it's going to be in no time for our first-time INFR qualifier as we ride out today.
3 seconds flat, still sits number 1. A 3 and 83 sits number 2, and a pair of barriers for 3 and 4. We are wide open on the leaderboard, Kyle. We are wide open, and we need to break that 3-second sound barrier. Stomp your feet, clap your hands. Let's break that 3-second mark. Come on. I can't hear you, South Point. Stomp your feet. Make a little bit of noise. Come on.
She's not having the fiddle. I'm playing the air fiddle, ma'am. A little love, please. There's nothing cool about the air fiddle. Like the air guitar, yeah, but you just look like a weirdo standing by yourself. Here, watch this. Ready? Air fiddle, just for you.
Ooh.
You start doing that.
It just doesn't look right.
No,
you can't do it.
It's like the air spoons. Come on, girl, play along. Everyone, grab your accordion.
You can't look cool playing fiddle music on the air.
I know. We got. Did you have a spill? Pickup man, please. Can we get a pickup man? Excuse me, pickup man. She spilled some coffee here. Could you pick this up? Sir. Sir, get over here. Bring your horse. That's fine. Yeah. Here, let me use your hat. We'll sop this up, and man, we'll take care. I'm kidding. Look at him. He's ready to.
Hey, be nice to my buddy down there. Be nice to the man, the myth, the legend.
All right. Okay, everyone hold. I got to tie my shoe. Can't focus. How many people remember this song right here? The Pink Panther.
That's what I call interpretive dancing.
Dean's on it today.
That's called gas.
Let's go back to the open box. Ganado, Arizona. brings you the talented Navajo cowgirl, the 6-time INFR. This is Tanaya Nez. Tanaya, let's get them stopped to the number 2 spot. How about a 3.03?
Now it's starting to shape up. 3 flat, 303, 383, your top 3 times. Thank you to Ride Pass, giving us that leaderboard right there. 5 qualified times to this point in our breakaway. We go to the Navajo Nation. Navajo Nation, are you still with us on a Tuesday?
Come on now. Get no.
Here's the cowgirl that's here on her first qualification. We got to meet her as we ride in now with Chelsea Gibson from Thoreau, New Mexico. In our star-studded night on stage in our back number ceremony, got to see her and her brother Wyatt on stage. First timer. She's got her determination on her face. From the Rodeo and Gibson family, here we go. Chelsea, yeah, yeah. Oh.
Holy watermelons, Batman.
Don't make me say it.
Don't.
Oh, I got it. It's part of the job, that 10-second penalty. Yeah. There's that yellow flag waving in the air, 12:61 for Chelsea, but we're still proud of her.
All right, here's my pick. This is my pick.
I agree with you, JJ. Back to Mall, New Mexico is where we go for a household name of Indian rodeo, Yazzie. Do I have any fans of the Yazzie family with Odessa Yazzie? 2 times she's been down here. This year she is on her horse Trucker. She is another one of those that's glad to be back in the bright lights of the South Point. Put it together for me. Oh my goodness.
No.
There it is. I see it. For those of you watching along on the PBR Plus app or the Cowboy channel and in-house, you see it. She was just a hair early. We're going to add 10 seconds to a 2:35 and make it a 12.35.
Yeah, but listen, in today's day and age, I have talked with her about this, and we choose not to recognize the barrier system. So we're good.
Hey,
we're good.
If I had it my way, JJ, I would be in the same boat with yes. Yes. I don't know what that was. That was a little bit of attitude early on.
Oh. Dean knows.
Time to ride in with Savannah Joe. Here's a cowgirl from the Gila River Indian community. Sackatoon, Arizona talent.
Hey, Chelsea Gibson was a plus.
You see the determination on her mind, one of our multi-event talents. Got to see her here in the junior ranks, grew up on the junior tour. Come on, SJ. Oh. At the last minute, Dirty Old Calf says, psych. Ducks off to the left. Going to be in no time as we go to your final 2 in our afternoon performance.
Hey. Up top. Hey. What is that? What's in? Did y'all know there was a teepee in the corner up there? What's in there? Okay, I'll move. Oh, you faked me out. I thought you had it roped. I won't tell nobody you missed. You're good. High five from a distance.
Air 5.
Hey,
Air 5 all
enough.
around.
5.
Tessie Lemire, Box Elder, Montana. Final 2 to go on our breakaway today. Tessie's been here with us 5 times. Qualified alongside her dad, the great Billy Lemire. Proudly represents Chippewa Cree. Oh, it's going to be a no time. Let's go to your final talent of the day.
Let's move to the final player early on in round number 1 in the ladies' breakaway open. Twister and Son is the horse that Finette Gray backs into the box atop of. Finette Gray been here twice. She comes to us from the Cheyenne River Sioux tribe. 3 years ago, in June, she made it to Casper to the College National Finals Rodeo in this very event. Breakaway roping is her main money-making job. Finette. Oh. Friends at the South Point, that's not something you're going to see 2 times in a row from Finette Gray. Let her know you appreciate her efforts in round number 1. Give her some encouragement as we will roll into round number 2 tomorrow. Story of the afternoon was Michaela Tatsi, 3 seconds flat in the spot. Tanaya Nez, 3.03 for number 2. Kai Allen Gibson, 3.83 in the 3 spot. Molly Bassett was a 12.20 in a broken barrier. Out number 4, Odessa Yazzie, 12.35, good enough for number 5. For those of you following along on the PBR Plus app or Ride Pass, we will be right back. You're not going to miss a single bit of the action. We are back in live in action. We are now back to the buck and shoots for the saddle bronc riding first round 2024 INFR. This is the first-time Indian National finalist coming to us from Bassano, Alberta. This is Jake Henry. He's paired up with Muddy Creek Pro Rodeo's 1 spot. Now, I had the opportunity to talk to Jake last night. His game plan going into round number 1 is let it all hang out. Jake, I love it. It's his first time down here. What do you have to say to Jake Henry? We watch it back in slow motion. You see 1 spot of Muddy Creek Pro Rodeo. Jump, kick. These high-headed horses are tough to ride because you got to get a little bit of a longer rein. Your measurement isn't what it usually is. You see how much slack he has on the top side of his hand in this bronc rein. It's because this horse does not take very much. He's down to the thin braided section of his bronc rein. Scores are going to be tallied up. We will get you them as soon as we receive them. Saddle bronc riding. Qualified ride number 1 looks good on the books. Let's go to Randon Boyce to Browning, Montana.
Now, Randon Boyce is here with us on a first-time qualification. Finished out 3rd in state in his junior year, a national high school finalist. He won the Morley INFR qualifier this year to get here. 2nd at the Siksika Tour, Blood Tribe Finals average champion. Here we go. Come on, Randon. Royalty from Started Rodeo.
I might have been perfect.
We look down below. The clock says 8.
You. Attaboy.
There we go. How about it for Randon? First timer getting it done on a Tuesday afternoon. As those numbers come in aboard Royalty from Stoddard.
We'll get you the scores for the first two riders as soon as we receive it. As we move to the third out in the saddle bronc riding, Mandarine, North Dakota is where I want you to be listening to. Coming to us from the Abzalika Nation by way of North Dakota, first time INFR qualifier. This is Devin Bearclaw. Dirty Diane, a Marquee Rodeos, who he drew. Whoa, boy. Oh, gonna be a no score on ride number one for Mr. Bearclaw, but I want you to look at the replay. Watch this horse crack in half. When you talk about top-level bucking horses that we bring to the Indian National Finals Rodeo, this is the horse that we talk about. Dirty Diana Marquee Rodeo going to get the win for this afternoon. Going to be a no score for Devin Bearclaw. I wonder why they call her Dirty Diane. I wonder why.
You have any guesses as to why? Oh, Dirty Diane's back. Heads up, Southport. There we go. There we go. Little Jack and Diane. Got to go.
Hey, quick question. Is this a little ditty about is this a little ditty about Jack and a girl named Diane?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, just checking.
If you're looking on either end of the arena, the ribbon screen, you see we're getting scores now. Randon Boyce is sitting in the number one spot with a 68-point ride. Jake Henry, number two with a 64. Way to start us off, fellas. Everybody knows this one. Come on.
Everybody knows it. Sucking on chili dogs.
Let's go.
Whatever. Freeze.
Let's go now to the all-around champion of the Browning Indian Days Rodeo. Colton Little Dog. No, no, no. Not going to get a score on out number one.
You know what the problem is? I know what the problem is.
That was Kellen Keplin of St. John, North Dakota. Going to go down with a no score on opportunity number one.
Going to the moon on Thursday. Got my bags all packed.
Yeah. Did you?
Where are you two over there?
What?
All right, let's go. We got to get the energy back up in this place.
I agree with you.
We do. Hunter Cipolla needs a little energy. Carolina Blue from X3 Rodeo is the horse he's matched up with here today. A first-time qualifier looking to go to the top of the leaderboard on a Tuesday afternoon. Come on, Vegas, wake him up. Oh, Vegas, we need that rock and roll on a Tuesday. Let me hear you on 3. 1, 2, 3. Way to get those feet moving. That's what the judges are looking for. Woo. We talked about that 9 different criteria points they judge a ride on as we set them down on the floor of the South Point today. Gets those feet moving. Takes a pause for a jump or two. Back in rhythm we go. Great way to finish strong on his first ride of the 48th Indian National Finals Rodeo. Hunter, great way to start off your week. And we go to the number one spot. There's your lead ride with a 69.
Woo! Really? Really? Ooh, You act like he just won a quilt show. Come on, man. He's leading the Indian National Finals Rodeo in the bronc riding. Come on.
Thank you, JJ. Thank you, JJ. Indian Country, say hello to Austin Charleston. Oh, no, Austin. Oh, Austin. You talk about a bucking horse from Incredible Rodeo. That is Paleface. We had a little bit of a mess up in our measurement. I believe you see him kind of getting jerked over the front, out of timing. Not the way that Austin Charleston wanted to start his Indian National Finals Rodeo on qualification number 2. Talk to the Church Rock, New Mexico man for me if you would. He can still hear you.
There he is on screen, still giving us a big smile. Thinking of the folks at Ride Pass and a great job they do getting our in and out of the arena action done. How you feeling over there, JJ?
I feel good. I feel really good, and I'm going to tell you why.
Why
I got
that?
a kid over here that can throw the football. You want to see him? Watch this kid right here. Boop. There he is.
Nice
He's going to
catch.
throw the football from right there into the hat. I will not even have to move the hat. See how I did not have to move the hat? It is that good.
He is that good.
We are that good. I do. I will say this, though. I've not yet had one of our wonderful South Point security guys catch the football. So,
You think so?
excuse me, sir. Don't walk away from me, sir. Sir, I see. I'm going to have to bop him.
I like how he thinks he can hide in that high vis.
You're wearing lime green, sir. We all see you. All right, we're going over to 103. See 103 hiding behind the sign. Here we go. That's you, sir. You got to dive. Here's the thing about the security.
Yeah.
This is one of the greatest facilities on the planet because of the staff that manage it, man. You see these security guys, tell them thank you. They're keeping us safe, having some fun with us. Let's ride it, Bronc. I'll quit talking.
There you go. Let's go right now to Colby Kitson. Browning, Montana talent is a 4-time qualifier to the Indian National Finals Rodeo. Jim Stingy of Kitson Rodeo. Let's get a ride. Come on, Colby. There we go. Oh. Colby down. Going to be a no score.
On his own family's horse, too. That's Kitson Rodeo Company. Colby Kitson knew exactly what that horse was going to be. Just going to get the win today. It's all about firepower. You know the trips these horses are going to have when you come from a stock contracting family like the Kitsons do. It's just sometimes you don't know how good they're going to bring it, if they're bringing their A game, if they're really bucking, or what is going to go down. Anything can happen. It's Las Vegas. Let's go to a familiar face in the saddle bronc riding. Browning, Montana, and the Pecunny Nation brings you Alan Cole Gobert. Now, let me tell you about Alan Cole. Alan Cole, when he is on his A game, he rides better than anybody going up and down the road. I'm telling you, this kid rides with a lot of flash. He rides with a lot of style. And this afternoon, he's drawn Voodoo Blue of Marquee Rodeo. Alan Cole, all eyes are on you, buddy. Get to moving those feet. Here's the flash I talk about. Alan Cole Gobert, Blackfeet Nation, are you here?
Good ride, brother. Good ride.
I tell you what, that Alan Cole Gobert, I talked about the flash and the style that Alan Cole rides with. Once we got tapped off on one, it was no looking back there. Voodoo Blue of Marquee Rodeo, gonna do his parts. Let's put a couple scores together, and let's move to the number 2 spot to Tyran and Boys. How about a 68-point saddle bronc ride?
Oh, whoa.
All right, so a rewrite indication coming in. Here's Shane Phillips, Hawk, Arizona, roulette from X3 Rodeo. We make it to the 8-second mark today. Arizona, are you here on a Tuesday? You watch this Hawk Cowboy spur on that thing today. All the way to the 8-second mark. What a great ride. Roulette from X3 Rodeo, bringing it just like Shane Phillips. And his score in 68 points. Now keep in mind everything we report.
Man, I got to tell you, I'm loving the new bullfighter already.
Oh, you got to love Dean Holion.
Let's go to Hawk, Arizona. Excuse me. Let's take things to Northern Cheyenne Country. Busby, Montana. Back again like he never left. Justin Whiteman of the Northern Cheyenne Nation. 10 times he's been here. Brother Smiley been here a pile of times. His dad, Mr. Whiteman Sr., world championship after world championship. This afternoon, Justin Whiteman from Muddy Creek Pro Rodeo has final portrait. Justin, you bet. Keep going, Justin. I liked it, South Point. Somebody scream. Justin Whiteman, not only is he a saddle bronc rider, he's a team roper, and oftentimes you're going to see him picking up at rodeos as well. You talk about top hand all the way around. Our judges, our cinch officials know exactly what they're looking for. We're just putting pen to paper. We're going to total it up and get you our markings for Justin Whiteman. We look at our leaderboard. Hunter Sapola currently sits number 169. Random boys, Shane Phillips, 68 points. And Jake Henry going to be a 64. I got some bad news for you watching. There was a yellow flag on the ground for Justin Whiteman. Gonna be a no score, Kyle. We talked about the markout rule earlier. It's not what we want to see. It hurts to say it, just like the barrier rule, but rules are rules. You need to set yourself up.
Talk about a cowboy who wants to set himself up for a world title. Tyler Vasu is a talent that can do just that right now. Asha Montana Cowboy on a horse called Double D from Bar C Rodeo. 12-time qualifier to the Indian National Finals Rodeo. Proudly earned his bachelor's degree in 2023. He's so proud of this talent. We brag on his prowess in the college ranks and the professional ranks as well. You see him all across Pro Rodeo on a Bar C5 horse. This is a great matchup on a Tuesday afternoon, one that can easily be in the 80s right here and now. Bo Tyler, no stranger to the setup, no stranger to the South Point Arena in the Indian National Finals Rodeo. Want to make sure everything's just right. Want to make sure we can get the best position possible to go to the top of the leaderboard today. Come on, Bo. Come on, Bo Tyler. Oh, there we go. No. And that big horse going to bring him down to the floor of the South Point Arena. No score.
He's still got a bull to get on later, Kyle. So this is where the mindset of a champion comes into play. especially here at the INFR. This is where the mental game needs to be A1. He's going to get on a bull later on. Bo Tyler Vasu, not the last you're going to see of him. Let's go to Window Rock, Arizona. Your 2024 Tour champion comes into the INFR with $14,000 in his pocket. Creighton Curley, let's get it rolling. Lift, move your feet, Creighton, move your feet. Just like that.
On about a Tuesday night, rub-a-dub, got my feet. Sorry.
Set him down, pick him up, South Point.
I love that little John Anderson splish splash you had going on down there.
I love that, right? Yeah. Blues, blues. Here you go, Mr. Fox. There's no way I'd mess with you, sir. There you go, sir. I apologize for even touching it. Sorry. Hey, we got a little, real quick, little celebrity sighting. But please do not bum rush him. Do not beg for photos and autographs. I just want to let everybody know it's really cool. Coleman Proctor is in the house. Okay, that's enough. I'm only going to say it once. That's it. You can't publicize that too much. He's like Justin Bieber, man. They're on him. Well, not exactly like Justin Bieber. Little different.
I love that. Coleman Proctor is the Justin Bieber of
no,
rodeo.
No, don't spread that around. 'Cause I'm gonna tell you right now. I know Coleman Proctor well enough to know he is a better picker of friends than Justin Bieber is. Why are you laughing at that? Boop. Get off your phone, ma'am. Don't think I don't see you. I got her good too. You were texting, weren't you? Busted. Here we go, Queenie.
For the second time this afternoon, I have the pleasure to introduce you to, on a re-ride opportunity, Alan Cole Gilbert of Browning, Montana. Now, the judges talked it over after ride number one and decided that that horse hindered the Cowboys' opportunity, leaving the buck and shoot. So we're going to give him another one. The horse loaded on the re-ride is Macho Man of Bar C5 Rodeo. Tyson Cardinal, you see him pulling flanks. He knows Alan Cole Gilbert. Alan Cole knows this stock just straight across the national line. These guys are neighbors. Piconey Nation, Alan Cole, get to moving. You bet. Oh, man. South Point, I want you to look at the big screen here. Bar C5 Rodeo's Macho Man rocks Allen to the front. You saw the right hand, the free arm. The rule book is where we're going to. You see him touch that horse. It's going to automatically disqualify that ride. We're going to be a no score on opportunity number 2. That free arm cannot touch the cowboy or the livestock at any point during that 8-second ride, else it results in a no score. He can hear you behind the buck and shoot. South Point, talk to my buddy Alan Cole, please. That is going to wrap things up here in the South Point Arena for the saddle bronc riding. Let's take a look at our leaderboard. Jake Henry coming in the number 5 spot, 64 points strong. Creighton Curley with a 67. Splitting second and third, Brandon Boyce and Shane Phillips, a pair of 68-point saddle bronc rides. And the man of the hour, halfway through round number 1, Hunter Cipolla, 69 points strong, with a performance yet to come tonight. Those are the Cowboys, the top 5, who have set themselves up for the aggregate race going forward. For those of you following along on the PBR Plus or Ride Pass, you're not going to miss a bit of the action. We're going to have a little bit of fun here in the arena, but before we do, we will see you here shortly.
There we go. Welcome back, everybody watching on Ride Pass around the world. We're going to start things off with a little unfinished business in the breakaway. Kelsey Benz starting off with an opportunity right now to close out our breakaway roping in this performance. Got things back on track. Here we go with Kelsey. Oh, no. Not the way we want to start it off, so that's going to end our first go-around for Kelsey as we pair off and get ready to go to your tie-down roping right now. We start things off with Riley Fisher of Ashland, Montana. Riley, a Northern Cheyenne talent, two-time qualifier to the Indian National Finals Rodeo. The great Fisher family. We talk about year in and year out, the qualified to the Indian National Finals Rodeo, a mainstay family. Qualified all 4 years to state in high school rodeo. Proud to rope against his brother at the Indian National Finals Rodeo. We got to meet his brother Corbin. So Riley Fisher looking to get things set in the corner of the box, start that run off just right. Right there in the corner of the roper box pad. That's the classic box pads, that's right. Success is in your hands with a classic rope. Also, big thank you to our partners at Roper, the brand that wears the West. They're behind section number 114. Here we go. Here we go, Riley. There you go. Go on. Let's finish strong today. Well, the 10 at the barrier, not the way to start off our tie down this afternoon.
That's a bummer. So up here to your guys' hard right. Up here in the stands. Hard right. Other right. That's your left, Kyle. Yeah, right. There you go.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know you were talking about. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. Excuse me, Marcia. Could you stand up for me, please? What do you mean? Oh, my God. You just asked for a free shirt seconds ago. All right. Now, here, come over here a little bit. Let's make a little room for me and Marcia. Marcia and I, for the past 3 months, have been working on a dance routine together. We've been meeting at, where do you live?
In Vicente, New Mexico.
You live in New Mexico. We've been meeting in northern Montana because it made sense. And we are now going to perform our dance routine right before this next run. Hit it, Dean. Okay, that's enough. Back to you guys. Marcia gets a free shirt.
Thank you very much.
You gotta earn it with Mr. JJ. Let's go back to the tie-down roping. Jay Crawler coming to us from Morley, Alberta, Canada, representing the Stoney Nakoda Nation. 15 times Jay Crawler has been down to the INFR. Now, he's on his main mount, Rascal. And an opportunity here to set himself up. 23 and 93 is the first time we saw the afternoon. Jay, hustle, buddy, hustle. Get running. You're a little tangled up, but keep moving. Keep working. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast, just like that. You see him, he's going to hustle back to his horse. Judges say we are good at the line. Swing on, let's start the dreaded timer. Calf looks like he's going to take this tie just fine. As you watch the replay board, Loop kind of caught a front leg in there. Now that could be worrisome as the tie-down roper runs down his line to that calf. With a front leg tangled up in there, he handled it with ease. We're going to stop the clock at a 14.28. Second time to move to number one, Jay Crawler, 14.28.
Let's go to Ketchum, Oklahoma right now. There you see him on screen, Quentin Inman. You get to watch one of our highly decorated world champion talents ride in to the South Point Arena once again here in 2024. He's qualified to 3 events at this year's finals as he backs in this afternoon in pursuit of a new lead time. 14 and 28 is where the benchmark is set. Quentin, there you go. Nice smooth dismount as we get to the calf today. On the ground, come on, finish strong like the champ he is. Yes, sir. Oh, oh. The nod of approval and the new lead time at a 10 and 57.
Job dress, man.
Navajo Nation, I want you to say hello to a man from Casa Grande, Arizona. 10 times he's made his namesake at the Indian National Finals Rodeo. Been to the National Finals Rodeo in December a numerous amount of times. Eric Rogers settles into the tight end rope and box. 2-time all-around champion, as well as 2-heading champion.
Yeah, baby.
Watch him work. Hustle, Eric. Woo. You betcha.
Stay, stay, stay.
He's done it all. The man, the myth, the legend just moved to number 1. Eric Rogers, 9.84. Nine and 84 goes to the lead, Kyle. That's a guy we've seen at the Time to Event Challenge of the Lazy E Arena. He has done everything. Team roping, tight end roping, steer wrestling, you name it. Eric Rogers can do it.
Oh, absolutely. Proves it time and time again why he's one of the best in the world. Let's go right now to Rodeo Pickens. Standoff, Alberta, Canada. Proud member of the Blood Tribe and Choctaw Nation. 4-time qualifier to the Indian National Finals Rodeo. Loves rodeoing with his family. He's here alongside his dad, John, his sister, Charmaine. That pretty horse underneath him he calls Rango. Rodeoing and Rango are ready to rodeo. Whoa. Horse a little excited today. Down in front of the bucket chutes, trying to get a tie, trying to make up a little time. Make the money on the ground, looking for a fast tie here on a Tuesday. There it is. Well, make that 17 to a 27 with the 10-second penalty at the barrier. 27.02. Going to be our total time for rodeoing.
Hey, what are we doing for lunch after this? I just was starting to think about it. What should we do for lunch?
Might have one of those awesome salads downstairs.
No. I'm not talking to you. I was talking to Daryl. Because I know that dude's going to eat. I love he don't got a mic right now. Oh, my man.
With a 1984 sitting number 1, this is not the youngster you want to see behind you as soon as you set the lead. Ashland, Montana is going to bring you the one and only from the Northern Cheyenne Nation, Corbin Fisher. 10 times he's been here. Worked his way up through the juniors. We're working on one right now in the open. Corbin, keep hustling, you betcha. I told you. The dreaded timer. The judge says we're all good. Corbin Fisher, we're going to put you in the number one spot. Let's be 9.29.
It's only round number one, Ryan, and your top 3 times in the go-around are under 11 seconds today. Go to Dalton Porch right now, Kadoka, South Dakota. Oglala Sioux tribal member, 4-time qualifier to the India National Finals Rodeo. Proudly rodeos on the Gillette College Rodeo team. National high school finalist. Just saw him in the steer wrestling moments ago.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
There we go. Come on, Dalton. Yep. There it is. Eating up the clock. There we go. I liked how he maintained his composure through that run, Ryan.
Hustling. We were chatting about what it means to be a champion, have that champion mindset. He had a little bit of tough luck in the bulldogging early on, but he come out and put it together. Got a time on the board in the tie-down roping. We're going to put him 13.28. For Dalton Porch, 13 and 28. Calgary, Alberta, T.C. Ryder. Riding his uncle's horse, Rascal All TC. He was going after Corbin Fisher there with everything he had. Just going to be a clean miss and a no time for TC Ryder. You could talk to him. This could turn into a long week if the bad luck keeps going, but you guys have the opportunity to let him know that he'll be just fine.
Parks in South Dakota brings us Dylan Wickham right now. You love to see that preparation they do as they ride in. Got that game face on here in the first go-around. 4-time qualifier to the India National Finals Rodeo, Dylan Wickham. And his horse Tumbleweed are ready to go to work. We've seen him qualify to our College National Finals Rodeo twice. '19 International Challenge champion, tie-down roper in Australia. Come on, Dylan. There we go. Nice flow when you're tie-down roping today. The smoothness and consistency to set up your week is kind of what we're eyeing right now. At a 10 and 78, going to compliment his rod.
So I met some new fans. They're right over here, young ladies, and they are not from our country. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to emulate their accent. You tell me where they're from. Okay? You ready? All right, then. We'd like to have a spot of tea, maybe. It's a nice place. We don't have a king here, but we've got a lot of nice things, right? Yeah. It's very nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Where are they from?
Alaska.
Shut up. Alaska? Coconut head. How many people said England? You're wrong. That was my Australian accent.
Let me introduce you to Durant, Oklahoma's very own. 5 times the Choctaw Nation member has been down here on this horse named Porsche. You're going to see him in the senior breakaway a little later on throughout the week. Blair Burke settling in 14-time tied down roping champ. You talk about namesake names. in the INFR world. You talk about namesake names. In the cowboy world, you can't forget about Blair Burke. Watch the experience coming to play on the flank. Watch the hustle on the ground. Blair Burke. The smooth as butter run. Watch it back with me. Watch it back in slow motion. Take a look how all the pieces to the puzzle come together perfectly. The flank, the tie, the time gonna stay tied by 2/100ths of a second. We're gonna move to number one, Blair Burke, 9.27. I mean legendary, Kyle. Absolutely legendary that Blair Burke is. I'm surprised they don't call him Blair Burke. He was cooking.
Talk about a man who can cook in Las Vegas. Norman Mitchell of Ashland, Montana can get it done. A year ago, we got to see him on stage in our third round. So, where's JJ at? I want to know if you were right with Alaska. He never actually gave you a definitive yes or no.
I didn't hear. But let me tell you about Big Norman Mitchell. He might be the fastest tie down roper we have on the ground in this year's lineup.
Well, we talked about it earlier, how the money's made on the ground. Vegas, if you're ready to rock, get behind Norman Mitchell. Because once he gets on the ground, all bets are off. Go to work, Stormin' Norman. Yeah, there we go. Watch the hands. Oh. And a 10-second penalty to make a rough run a little bit longer. So you're wondering what was going on. You see it on the replay up above and how catty he can be. That horse pulling that calf away from him, but he's moving with him. Big reach to pull that hooey through. At a 24-25.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I love it when they call me Big Papa.
This is a man who's earned the nickname Brimall, New Mexico. Hi-yo Yazzie. Rooster Yazzie. Pardon me, Rooster Yazzie. Qualified in the steer wrestling. In the tie-down roping is not going to come together for performance number one. No time for Rooster Yazzie.
Ooh, boy. Anything can happen on opening day as we go to Ohio Yazzie right now, Brimhall, New Mexico. Here is our reigning all-around champion of the world. Riding in on his horse, Lincoln. We got to hear this song many times in this arena. His dad, the great Donovan Yazzie. You see him with back number one, meaning he's the all-around world champ from last year. Come on, Hyle. There it is. Down to the end of the pin. Watch him make up some time. Hyle after the lead. Yeah, yeah. And a way to make a statement in the opening round, 10 and 68 for Hayayazi.
I'll get no hugging, no kissing till I get a wedding ring. Here, get me on Facebook Live. Don't put my love upon your shelf. She said, don't give me no lies and keep your hands to yourself. That literally went out to tens of viewers. You ever feel like you're on an island?
I hear you, JJ. I see you. Mr. Cutler.
I see you.
I see you.
I'll never let go, Jack. No, dude, you'd kick me off the door. I know our relationship.
JJ, I wouldn't. I'm never going to let you go.
I would let you go. Bloop.
Let's go to Joby Johns at Zolfo Springs, Florida. The Seminole Tribe of Florida brings you 6 INFR qualifications. PRCA Southeastern Circuit Finals qualifier, 4-time high school finals qualifier, and multiple events. He's a reserve champion national high school finals tie-down roper, National Western Stock Show, 2000 PRCA qualifier, and the resume just goes on for Joby Johns. The Floridian settles in with a 9-2-7 atop the board. You can't count him out. It's not over till Joby Johns says it is. Oh, man. We're going to watch it back in slow motion. This is a quick time, but we would have went going for a go-round check with a little bobble at the end. Nonetheless, we are going to stop the clock in quick fashion to number 3. We're going to move with a 9.72. Joby Johns, 9-72.
So we're still in the 9s. As you take a look at that leaderboard, Bearback leading the pack with a 9-27. Your top 4 times all under 10. Ooh, but it's not over yet. We go to Cutbank, Montana right now for a 2-time steer wrestling world champion and an all-around world champion cowboy. Nolan Conway is back in Las Vegas. 18 qualifications to the India National Finals Rodeo. Come on, Nolan. Oh. And out with the no time today. Let's go to your final talent.
Shiprock, New Mexico. About to get settled in the box on his horse called Boogeyman. This is T. Jim of the Navajo Nation. 4-time INFR qualifier. Compete alongside Jeff Jim. We got a pair of them on the backside. This is where the groundwork, the technical side of things comes in handy. Gonna go around the rope for a couple reps, pull it tight. Swing on and wait for word from our judges. (16-87) judges need confirmation from you. It's going to be a no-time wave of the flag out before we could say it. It's going to be no time for T. Jim, the final tie-down roper of the afternoon, as we now take a look at our leaderboard thus far, where the performance left tonight. In the number 5 spot, world-famous Quentin Inman, 9-84. 10 and 57. Eric Rogers, 9 and 84. Joby Johns, 9 and 72. Corbin Fisher, his time was going to hold for most of the duration of it, 9.29. But the world famous Blair Burke, the man, the myth, the legend, holds the number one spot as we go into tonight's performance in the tie-down roping with a 9.27. For those of you following along on the big screen, you're not going to miss a lick of the action. We will be back after some words from our friends at Ride Pass.
Let's go to your team roping right now. Tyson Charlie and Sean Murphy Jr. riding in to start us off here this afternoon. Ground Point, New Mexico with Tyson, Tohatchi with Sean. Between the two of them, 8 times they've been to the Indian National Finals Rodeo, 2 on the head side, 6 on the heels. We've seen them respectively earn tour titles. There you see Sean. To the left of your screen, Tyson on the far side of the right. Trying to get this start nailed down just right. Ooh, ooh. His horse Wink. Up and ready. Yes. Header got him. Healer got him. Yeah, yeah. Nice clean run and a 5.95 to start us off. 5.95 for Charlie and Murphy. Nomination on the board for your very first run. Let's go to Billy Potts of Brockett, Alberta, and Ellett Benjamin of Morley, Alberta. Canadian team, where are my Canadians at today? There we go.
You gotta speak their language. Where's the Canadians, eh? That's only BC.
Listening to you being hotter than Tim Hortons over there. Billy's got 3 qualifications to the INFR. The man there you see in the blue, Elliott Benjamin, a whopping 27 qualifications. He's your 1997 world champion, that Elliott Benjamin. Still going strong in 2024. Gotta love the longevity of the team ropers at the INFR. Yep, watch Elliott. There it is. Oh, yeah. 7.07. We got us a team roping going on, eh?
$5.95 sits head honcho as we go to the young gun. Tobin Cummins on the head side of Lodge Grass, Montana, paired up with Spider Ramon from Hayes. We got a Crow to Navajo connection. These steers are going to make this a fast roping all week long. Tobin Cummins throws it way out there. Spider, give me 2 of them. Vegas, what do you say we move to number 2, 6.09?
Ooh, a 5.95, 607, 707, 609. But the point is, we're blazing through it today. Let's go to Ty Vale of Maricopa, Arizona, Levi Bearspaw of Morley, Alberta, Canada.
Ty Bales has that green ribbon for Peter Tatsy, too.
There you see Ty with the green ribbon for Peter. Oh, no. It's going to be a no time. There's your first no time of the afternoon. We got perhaps the loudest fan noise last night at the back number ceremony for this team roper on the head side right here. There you see her, Gilbert, Arizona's D-Lo Show. The 3-time National Finals Breakaway roper. She won Fort Worth this year in the Breakaway, San Antonio as well. She's teamed up in the team roping with Cameron Sinigini right next to her. Cameron, a three-time qualifier. They won the rodeo in Florida to punch the ticket here. He's very proud to win that Florida rodeo. That was his first time to that one. He's backed it and ready with D-Lo Show on the head side. They call for it today. There you see. Oh. Knowing right away it wasn't going to work. It's going to be a no time. But how about you send him out a little noise today? That is still one of the hottest stars in rodeo in D-Lo Show.
Let's go to Wesley Benally and Hank Benally. Many farms in Chinle, Arizona. Meeting up in Vegas. 4 times we've been qualified on the head and side, 4 times on the back end. A lot of experience for the team of brothers. A lot of experience. Backs into the box, 8 years combined in the team roping. The only team event you're going to see this afternoon. Head catch looks good. Right on the backside, shoot the corner. Give me 2. Two feet on the back end is going to make it a 5.97 to the number 2 spot in the afternoon. Wesley Benally, Hank Benally moving into second place with a performance yet to go tonight. 5.97 seconds strong, Kyle.
Let's stay on the Navajo Nation right now as we ride in with Trey Begay and Trey Ness. Tuba City on the head side, Chinle on the heels. As you watch them go to work today. Oh, yeah. Right up against the wall. And a shot he had to take. It's a no tie.
Let's go to Ganado, Arizona on the head and side.
Just so you guys know,
Excuse me.
this is going to be 6.34. Back to you.
Let's go to Wawa and Brandon Ben, Peridot, Arizona. Navajo Nation, are you still alive? Apaches coming in strong, 5 times on the head and side. A numerous amount on the back end. This is going to be quick. Watch this. No. Not what we wanted to see there. Burning a little bit of hide on the hands. Oh, that's a heartbreaker. Going to be no time. Wawa and Brandon Ben.
Ooh, let's ride in with Tristan Cody and Wilbert Nez. Ganado and Chinle talents going to work. The man on your head and side's a first-time qualifier to the India National Finals Rodeo. Wilbert Nez, a former reserve champion, 2-time qualifier on the backside. Rango and Jet, the horses underneath them as they go to work. Cody. Going to be a no time for Cody and Nez. No time.
Kane Armejo. Brandon Armejo. Pair of cowboys from the Northern Arapaho Nation. 7 times combined father-son duo in the team roping. Kay and Armejo qualifying as well in the junior division. This is what we look for. Throw it out there. Not going to come together for the first time. Open team roping qualifier on the head and side. Going to be a no time for the team of Armejos. No time.
Let's go to an Oklahoma team right now as we get ready to ride in with Justin Turner and the great Quentin Inman. You love the excitement. You love the build. Veneta, Oklahoma on the head side. Catch them on the heels. Justin Turner, 6-time qualifier to the India National Finals Rodeo. Quentin Inman, the great decorated all-around titleist, is an 11-time qualifier to the India National Finals Rodeo. Ooh, no. They go out with a no time, as that's going to be right now our 5th no time. 5th no time in a row in your team roping as we look to change things around now.
Let's go to Vanderwagon, Wagon, New Mexico on the head and side. Braden Boyd on the backside. Going to be Shane Jody. Crown Point, New Mexico. Let's make a little bit of magic happen in the team roping. That looks good.
Can't touch this.
Loving what we saw there. Let's be a 6.15 to the number 4 spot. 6 and 15. Going to put them in the top 4 as we roll into tonight's performance.
Let's keep it going with Boyd Wesley and Garrett Benjamin right now. Here's a pair of talents that come to us from Morley, Alberta. 16 times Boyd Wesley, a qualifier to the India National Finals Rodeo, 1997 world champion on the far right of your screen. Garrett Benjamin right next to him is a 7-time qualifier. Yeah, look at a run we got going now. 5 in the field, clean at the barrier. Time going to be 11:97. 11:97. Let's go right now to Trevor Waters, Scottsdale, Arizona talent, proud member of the Salt River Pima Maricopa. First qualification to the India National Finals Rodeo. He's paired up with the New Mexico Cowboy. Scooter Garcia from Church Rock. 5-time qualifier to the India National Finals Rodeo. They got to win the big Fort Hall INFR Tour Rodeo this year. Chasing the lead time of a 5:95. So far, 2 qualified runs under the 6-second mark. 5:95 and a 5:97. Whoop, Trevor. Oh, man. Got that leg, the front left leg in there, so we had to let the rest of the line go. So it's going to be a no time either way.
Full Moon calls for the Wolves. On the head and side, we have Casa Grande, Arizona. On the back side, we're going to take things to Tuba City. Climbing the ranks of the Indian National Finals World on through the PRCA. This is Eric Rogers and Aaron Sinigini. Multiple time NFR qualifications. This is going to be quick. Watch this. They came into the INFR with one goal in mind, and that is another gold buckle to each one of their names. A time like this is going to help the case. Let's be 5.38 to the number one spot.
We close things out today as you take a look at that leaderboard. We close things out with a team with 9 qualifications between the two. Blade Red Horse has been here a total of 8 times. Chance Hunter is a first-time qualifier to the Indian National Finals Rodeo. The man on the Heelan side, reserve champion of the tour, qualified to the college finals in 2015. Blade Red Horse, no stranger to the tour championships, no stranger to Vegas. Got him on the head side. Chance Hunter for 2. Yeah. Clean run and a 5.15. We finish in the number one spot today. Ooh, we are hustling in the team roping. There you see your top 5 from 6.09 with Cummins and Ramon all the way to the number one spot. That team we just saw, Blade Red Horse, Chance Hunter at a 5.15. It's going to be some exciting watching in the second half of this first go-around. But we'll be back right here in Las Vegas for the 48th Indian National Finals Rodeo in just a few moments. For those of you watching on Ride Pass, we'll be right back. All right, so the ground is set, ready to roll.
I approve. We are now good. I have declared.
I'm J.J. Harrison, and I approve this message.
And let's start this barrel racing.
Let's go to Kelsey Gillen right now. Ronan, Montana talent going to start us off. The louder you get, the faster they run. Confederated Salish tribe and the Kootenai tribe. Come on, Kelsey. Oh. Down to number 3. Bring her around. South Point. And our time going to be a 16.203 to set the pace. 16.203.
Let's go to another household name, Tara Seaton. 2024 Tour champ with a lead of over $10,000 going into it. $23,000 is what we earned in the 2024 INFR season. South Point, I need you to do me a favor. When she turns number 3, I need you to bring her back home. Tough luck on that barrel. Number 2 closest to us. Gonna add 5 seconds to it, make it a 21 and 676. Kyle, world title race came down to a couple tip barrels last year. Just a year ago, that was the name of the game. That same exact barrel was what we kept tipping over.
Absolutely will make or break your world championship dreams as we go to Carson Hibbs right now, Billings, Montana. 3-time qualifier to the Indian National Finals Rodeo. She just got this horse. We've seen her qualify in the juniors as well. Come on, Carson. Down around number 3, Vegas, send her home. Time going to be a 16.191. We go to the number 1 spot with that run, then a 16.191.
Let's go to Kelsey. Sallisaw, Oklahoma, from the Choctaw Nation. She's Fab and Fly is the name of the horse. 2020 BBR World Champion, 21, 22, 23. The list goes on for this Choctaw Cowgirl from Sallisaw, Oklahoma. Give her a warm welcome to Vegas. 16 and 505 for Kelsey Howard, 16.505.
Right in with Destiny Stevens right now. Strathmore, Alberta, Canada. Rides in on Arrow. Blackfoot Cowgirl and a 10-time qualifier. Her dad is the world champion, Jim Stevens. Uh-oh. One of those little oddities. Throw off the entire game plan. Going to pull up, gracefully exit with a no time. Thank you, Vegas, for paying her off.
Let's go to the Rosebud Sioux Tribe, to the 3-time INFR qualifier. From Pierre, South Dakota, this is Gabrielle Irving. She's been to the high school finals. She's an honor roll student. She's taking care of things in and out of the arena. South Point, how are you feeling? $16 and $268 to the number 3 spot. Gabrielle Irving, 16.268.
Jessica Havner of Lodge Grass, Montana, making her approach into the South Point Arena here this afternoon. Line them up and run. Three-time qualifier. She trained this horse herself. It's their second time here together. Go, Jessica, go. $17,267 going to be her time. $17,267.
Final cowgirl, the drag. We're going to go to Buffalo, South Dakota's very own. On Rockin' T Gypsy Rosa from the Oglala Lakota Nation, Sailor Wilson. Two times she's been here. Lightning's going to strike on number 3. It's be a 16 and 454 for Sailor Wilson, 16 and 454. We're going to bring in the tractor to turn over the ground. We just seen 8 of them. Carson Hibbs is the name we're going to be chasing after for the second heat of barrel racers in round number 1 early on. Carson Hibbs, 16.191, sits at the top. Kelsey Gillen, 16 and 203 in number 2. Gabrielle Irving, 16 and 268, sits number 3. Sailor Wilson, 16 and a 454.
Ryan, we're going to ride in with a talent from Cardston, Alberta, Canada. Fallon Creighton making her way in. Stage is set. Here we go. 2-time qualifier at her horse Fly. A teacher at Kainai High School. Fallon making an approach. Visualize the pattern. There we go. Down around to number 3. Run, run, run. Time going to be a 16.565. 16.565.
Talked about the leaderboard a little bit ago is Mercedes Bradfield from Whitewater, Colorado. Rides on in. 16 and 191 is what we're chasing after, Mercedes. What do you got to say to the 3 affiliated tribes? Let's be a 16 and 674, 16.674.
Let's ride in with Bailey O'Leary. Colcord, Oklahoma. 3-time qualifier. ACRA Rookie of the Year and Average Champion. Whoa, Bailey, come on. Line them back over, get on track. Round number 3, go, 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 go. At a 17,973, 17,973.
Let's go to Jareth Curley. Miss Curley, you're working great. Copy and paste it on barrel number 3. Help her home. Hey, let's be a 16.307. 16 and 307 is going to move her up into that top 4 spot.
Let's go up Canada way right now as we get ready to ride in with Kata Dodging Horse. A few years back in 2019, she was our junior world champion. Centennial Nation, Alberta, Canada. 5-time qualifier. Kata, let's ride. And our time going to be a 16,255, 16,255.
That's going to be good enough for number 3, Kata. As we go to Ashley Watley. Cherokee Nation. Sulphur, Oklahoma cowgirl. 5 times she's been here to the INFR. 2024 is going to be her year. Just watch. Oh, lightning fast. Let's tie it for number 2, Ashley. 16.203.
Here's Teal Stall from Pavilion, Wyoming. Sparkle and Rocket, she calls this horse Katniss. Go, Teal, go. And a 17,018, 17,018 for Teal.
One remains in the barrel racing. Sally Williams, Skiatook, Oklahoma. Cherokee Nation. Husband Ralph's competing alongside of her this year. 11 times she's been here. Let her know you're glad to have her back. 16.200 to the number 2 spot. 16,200 looks good to me for number 2. Number 5 is going to be Kata Dodging Horse with a 16 and 255, tied for 3rd and 4th. Kelsey Gillen, Ashley Watley, 16.203. I just said it, Sally Williams, 16.200. Going to be good enough for the 2nd place spot, but going into this evening's performance, the time we're going to be chasing after from Carson Hibbs is a 16.191 on that new horse. Kyle, I would say that new horse is working out just wonderfully.
What a way to debut in Vegas.
No kidding. Kyle, this year's bull riding is going to be unlike any other year that we have seen in all 48 of them for the Indian National Finals Rodeo. We have the best of the best joining us down in Las Vegas. Let's meet our first bull rider. Round number 1. It comes to you from Tunnelea, Arizona. He's drawn Yellowstone from Muddy Creek Bucking Bulls. Vegas, give a warm welcome back to the one and only Evan Batoni.
If you're thinking, wait a minute, Evan Batoni, isn't he the world champion bareback rider? You're correct. He's an all-around talent. 2023's bareback champion of the world. He's also a turquoise circuit champion of the bareback. He's here with us today in the bull riding. Your first ride on a Tuesday afternoon, Yellowstone, and Evan Batoni making the 8-second dance right now. Yeah, we start things off with a qualified bull ride today.
I love it.
Ooh, he's after some money.
We're going to ride them all.
That's the goal.
Probably not.
Perfect world. Great replay. Thank you to Ride Pass for bringing it to us as the numbers are in, and a 77-point ride to set the pace.
Come on now. Come on now. 77, I guarantee you, I don't have to have a secretary to know this. That is first place. Yeah, he one smart guy. Boop.
Let's go to Cuba, New Mexico, Navajo Nation, X-Man Antez. No! Oh, we got something scary, bullfighters. We got one on the ground, pickup man. He's up on his own power now. That could have gone south in a hurry. Bull's gonna stumble. Now this is where it gets scary. We go into our hand, that means our left spur is gonna hang up in that bull rope, and this is the most helpless feeling in the world if you're a bull rider. Fortunately, we got three of the best Cooper Tire bullfighters in the business. How about it again for your Cowboy Life-Saving team?
Let's keep it going as we ride with Hudson Johnson. Kadoka, South Dakota right here, Midnight City from 4B Bucking Bulls. Oglala, Dakota Nation Cowboy. First-time qualifier to the Indian National Finals Rodeo. Rodeo to Odessa College for the last 3 years. Making the inaugural trip to the Indian National Finals Rodeo. Midnight City from 4B, one of the bulls we see on tour with the PBR. John Begay, his daughter Jeanette, representing 4B, bringing the heat here to the Indian National Finals Rodeo. Come on, Hudson. Go crazy today. Whoa! Wow, you watch this out today. The power that brings him down. Look at that power. Centrifugal force hitting the horn, doing a flip. Hitting the ground, but he's up and he's all right. It's going to be a no score.
I'm going to say, for those of you figure skating fans, that was a full double sow cow. That was impressive. I mean, I know he didn't ride, but still, give him some love for that.
Let's ride with Wyatt Batoni right now. Tonalia, Arizona. Navajo Nation in the house. Here we go. Savage Dancer from C3. Ooh. It's going to be a no score for one of our multi-talented, all-around contenders. Wyatt here with us in the bareback and the bull riding.
Let me tell you a story about the next bull rider you're going to see. The Blackfeet Nation in Browning, Montana is going to bring you your 2024 INFR Tour Champion. $12,000 earned on the INFR Tour. But that's not it for the Wonder Kid of the Blackfeet Nation. Taj Wells just a year ago was crowned a state champion wrestler in the high school rankings. 4 months ago, we went to Kalispell, Montana for the Montana High School State Finals, where he was crowned state champion bull rider. This is going down early. South Point, this kid has got a bright future ahead of him. Please talk to him and talk to him nice right about now if you would. Taj Wells is going to be a no score. on opportunity number 1.
So far, only one qualified ride. Evan Batoni leading the pack, 77 points. As JJ said, he is our leader with that 77-point ride. Go to Hunter Johnson right now, Kadoka, South Dakota. Got to meet his little brother Hudson moments ago. Pine Ridge Sioux Cowboy. He's on a bull called Terry from Farley Bucking Bulls.
On the dark side. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Come on, Terry. Come on, Hunter. Oh, yeah. There we go. Ow. That big bull Terry slamming him down before the 8-second mark. What an emphatic way to welcome you to Las Vegas. It's going to be a no score for Hunter.
Oh. Come on now. Oh. Little love. He got on a bull for crying out loud. Come on now.
Still only on the board with 1. Evan Batoni, 77 points is what we're going to be chasing after. As we go to Hoopa, California. I said he's from Hoopa, California. Bud Hostler. Get famous as the Bucking Bull. Oh, man. I thought momentarily that was on. We'd have made a big move with our feet to get back up on our bull rope. A lot of airtime there from the Bucking Bull called Lane's Gang. HBs get famous. Lane's Gang bringing them.
Oh, I was going to point something out on the replay, but everybody's good. We're okay.
So long.
Thank you to our partners at Boot Barn, helping to take care of the Indian National Finals Rodeo. Been a proud partner ever since we came to Las Vegas. So we go to Ryder Jackson right now. Ryder from Goodfish Lake, Alberta. Riddlebox, the name of the bull that he's matched up with here this afternoon. This bull from the Watch Me Bull team. That's Eldon and Verna Watchman, their daughter Allie out of Gallup, New Mexico. Third generation cattle ranchers bringing us this bull. Here we go. Ooh, ooh. And a great job for your bullfighters today. Jake, Chris, Riley. Trying to draw that bull's attention away. He was right on top of your rider. Not wanting to take their bait to get off the top of him, but he's tough. Ryder Jackson taking hooves, taking horns. You see the boys, Cooper Tire bullfighters, trying to take the hits to draw that bull's attention away. Finally, get him out of there. Cooper Tire bullfighters one more time.
Whew. They're good. They're good.
Well,
I'm not going to lie. I might be tempted to fight Rob Smets if I knew these guys were taking care of me. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't take on Rob Smets. No way. Oh, speaking of which, ladies and gentlemen, Hall of Fame bullfighter, my friend, Mr. Rob Smets, is right over here hanging out with us. Hey, Rob. Yes. No idea we're talking about him either. I love it. He and Clay are in a deep conversation over there.
The
Hey,
man,
Rob.
the myth, the legend. Let's go to Tuba City, Arizona. to the 6-time qualifier. Lane Granger comes to us from the Navajo Nation. He's drawn Black Harbor of 4B Bucking Bulls. He's got the bull power. Now we need the cowboy power. Now we need the talent, the skill. This is where all 6 of those qualifications, that experience, comes into play. Lane Granger, 1 qualified ride is all we have. You have the opportunity to make it number 2. South Point, help him out. Oh, man.
Oh, wait. Wait a minute. That one's got a halter, man. That's a bad 4-H project. What is?
Go lead him out of here.
What is that, man? That's not a bull. That's a dairy cow. Look at that.
Don't try to milk him.
Hey.
Black Harbor, you seen the drop of that bull on the replay board. That is a bull that we're going to be watching throughout the week. If you can get by those first couple jumps, he's pretty fun from what I hear. 4B Bucking Bulls going to get the win. Black Harbor, no score for Lane Granger as our 3 roper picket men go to work.
Slick Phelps of Porcupine, South Dakota is back in Vegas for the 11th time. Let's Make It is the name of the bull from the Watch Me Bull team. We got to see them out moments ago. South Dakota bull rider to New Mexico bucking bull, squaring off in the Nevada desert on a Tuesday afternoon. 2-time champion of the world. He's won the tour on more than one occasion. He's one of our all-time greats of the India National Finals Rodeo, and he's back in the first round with a leaderboard #1 spot on his mind. Here we go, Slick. Here we go. Oh, no. It'll be a no score today as we get old. Let's Make It out of here today.
Get out of here. Your mom's a cow. Straight talk. I gave it to it. You got to talk firm to them, you know. Show them the newspaper, but don't hit them with it, you know.
Yep. I get you. No score has been the name of the script for all but one, with 77 points up on the board and 2 remaining. In the first performance of the 48th Annual Indian National Finals Rodeo, let's go to Vanel Mariano. Church Rock, New Mexico. The Turquoise Circuit finalist with 1 INFR qualification under his belt slides on in on top of Jet Black of Kitson Rodeo Company. A bull from the cold north meets Church Rock, New Mexico, somewhere in the middle. They said, let's meet at the South Point for the 48th Annual INFR. Navajo Nation Cowboy. With an opportunity here.
Check out the hook while the South Point resolves it. Bonilla. Oh, turn it up.
Church Rock. Stay in there. Oh, we're going to have to look at this one. We're going to have to look at this one.
I heard one lady yell it. Do it again. 1, 2, 3. Rewrite indications. And we're good. Rewrite coming his way. Because there you see him went down. That caused the remaining coming down. So a re-ride because of the bull, the official ruling, they got to hit at least 2 of their knees, which that bull did clearly right there. So a re-ride coming to Vanel Mariano.
I love these people. They get whatever they want. Hey, would you guys yell free hot dogs, please? Like they just want it, they get it. I love them.
So we get ready to ride right now with Bo Tyler Vasu. Asha Montana talent. We saw him in this performance in the saddle bronc riding moments ago. He's on a bull that's no stranger to the India National Finals Rodeo, Tropic Thunder from Kitson Rodeo Company. This is a great matchup coming your way in the opening round of our 48th India National Finals Rodeo. 12 qualifications for the bull riding saddle bronc rider from Montana. Bo Tyler Vasu. Tropic Thunder. This could be the bull to get it done. We know the Cowboy's got the talent, the drive, the determination, and he's got the right bull underneath him right now. Oh! And a 6.13, you see the time, not quite going to make 8, and a no score for Bo Tyler.
Man, watch the replay, though. That's the flyest get-off I've ever seen in my life. I try to get up and move here in a minute. Sorry, I knew I was in the way. Get out of the way, clown. Look
Just
at that,
smooth.
though.
Look at that. It's like stepping out of an Uber.
So many things I wanted to say. I'm not going to say any of them, Kyle. You're not going to get me.
Ooh, almost twice now.
All right, man. Listen.
your dairy
Tuesday
bull.
afternoon, first perf, last bull, it appears. We feeling it? This the last one? Okay, yeah. I think we're feeling. Are we feeling it, everybody? I got 3 people feeling it. How many people felt it? How many people felt it? Where are you at? Yeah, my older people. That's all right. How many people used to know what it feels like? That's my man right there. Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother. That's you. You and me both. All right, let's go. Let's go. Take us home, Dean.
You got him?
You gotta love watching this. But he needs a little help. Vanel Mariano on the re-ride bull. Come on. Clap along with JJ. We need the South Point rocking, everybody. Come on. You love the build, you love the excitement as Vanel takes her final preparations. Here's an opportunity to skyrocket to the top. The Arizona Ridge Rider, the defending world champion, helping him out. Get ready to face off with Lucky from Bird Bucking Bulls. Vanel Ice. As cool as can be. Ooh, easy. The stage is set. As we take a moment to rewrap, get everything back in position. That bull Lucky playing some mind games with Vanel inside the buck and shoot. As you see our crew doing a great job getting you inside the buck and shoot, thinking a ride pass. The technicians, the camera operators, production manager, everybody that's got a hand in bringing you this wonderful inside view. Come on, Vanel. The longer we stay in, the more agitated they become. You want to get out quickly. There it is. Get everything ready. Get your mind right. Grit your teeth. Slide up. And make a big time ride on a Tuesday. There it is, Vanell. There it is, Las Vegas. How about Vanell Mariano? Vanell Ice is back. Look how cool and calm he remains right in the center of that bull. They judged on jump, kick, spin, power, and speed. And today the numbers go to number one. How about it for an 80-point ride? Well, that's going to go into the number one spot into tonight's performance. Tonight, the second half of this first go-around. Vanell Mariano, top of the board, 80 points. Evan Batoni, 77. Ryan Davis, what a great opening performance we had.
Looking forward to tonight. The stage has been set. The bar is set, and we are up high. Kyle, 80 points, sits number one, 77 in the number two spot. The bull riding did not disappoint. I'm looking forward to tonight. A lot more competition left.
Absolutely. It's coming your way live on Ride Pass, so stick around. Come join us tonight for the second half of the first round. On behalf of my colleague, Mr. Ryan Davis, Dean Holmeon, J.J. Harrison, Daryl Wright, Ray Champ, and the Cowboys and Cowgirls of the Indian National Finals Rodeo, my name is Kyle Thompson. Thank you for joining us. Have a great afternoon. We'll see you back this evening. God bless.